Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This lesson is presented by Rangers Public School and College, Mandi Bahauddin. Welcome dear students of class 7. Subject is English language. This is your video lesson number 5 and the week is 4. Started from 22nd June to 26th June 2020 and the date is 24th June and the day is Wednesday. It's me l5h, your subject teacher. Today our topic is clean and green and the subtopics are how green are you? Vocabulary number 1 on page number 25 of your student book and the exercises are 4 and 5. Objectives for today's lesson are students will be able at the end of the lesson they will able to talk about how clean and green they are, discuss the question and complete the sentences given on page number 25 of your student book. Let's have a recap of previous lesson. In our previous lesson, we have discussed about pollution, environmental issues, how to protect and save our environment. Also, a survey report was given which you had to fill and words meanings of bold words which were given in the survey report. And I hope you all have done. As the survey report was given, there were 4 MCQs were used, usually, sometimes, occasionally and never. Suppose there was one sentence that I recycle tin bags. If you choose usually, then give yourself 4 points. If you choose sometimes, give yourself 3 points. If you choose occasionally, give yourself 2 points. And if you choose never, then give yourself 1 point. Now, let it decide by yourself that how clean and green you are. Before proceeding to today's discussion of the question, let's have a look how can we conserve our environment, what are different ways, and how can we encourage people which are also the part of our earth surroundings. Number 1 is conserve the environment. So there are a lot of ways to conserve the environment. Number 1, you can I repeat, you can use 3R strategies: recycle, reduce and reuse. As I can help the earth, how I can save animals which are living in waterland. I can grow plants. I can recycle the waste. I can stop using my private transport, car or any other transport. Instead of this, I can use public transport, ride a cycle, save the water, don't litter the ground and don't even cut the trees, as cutting of the trees causes the deforestation and it causes soil erosion. And when we save water, it saves us back. When we reuse to reuse, when we refuse to reuse, it's the earth you lose. Save that earth, we have nowhere else to go. And for this, we have to become an eco-warrior. Who is an eco-warrior? Eco-warrior is a person who have a strong will to protect the environment, who has spent most of his or her time to put a lot of effort to make the surroundings, to make the environment healthy and protected from pollution. And how can we encourage people? We can encourage people by giving education them, by giving awareness, by implementing a recycling program in front of those people, by changing our own daily habits to set an example for those people who are not interested in protecting the environment. So there are a lot of ways to encourage the people, but very important to set an example for the people if we want to encourage them to protect the environment. So there are questions which are given on your page number 25 of exercise exercise vocabulary number 1 of your student book. Number 1 question is, what are some of the things that you currently do that help people to conserve the environment? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? How you are helping people to conserve the environment? That you are giving education, you are giving awareness, you have set an example for family members, rest of your family members, that whenever you leave your room, you switch off the light, there is no one in the room, so to turn off the light. So what are you doing to help the people to conserve the environment, to save the environment? Now the second question is, what are some of the things that you currently do that might harm the environment? What are you doing? What is your role to disturbing the environment? That you are throwing the rubbish, that you are wasting the water, that you are using a transport, need to go market, but again to take a bike and then take a car and go for the shopping. So what are you, how you are making the environment damaging and disturbing? What are some steps you might take to be more of an eco-vegan in your daily life? What are you doing? What are steps you have decided to be more of an eco-vegan in your life? If I'll talk about myself, then I will change my daily habit. I have changed my daily habit that I decreases the energy and water consumptions, changing eating and transportation habits. I try to reduce the shopping. I try to reuse my waste items, and I try to recycle them and make different good things and make my surroundings beautiful. And the fourth question is, how do you think you can go about encouraging people in your life to follow your example? What examples that you have set? How you can help the people? How you can encourage the people? So you need to set an example. Reduce by reusing. Conserve sustainable transportation, support plantation, promote paperless offices, conserve energy, implement a recycling program, educate them. There are a lot of examples you can do for encouraging people. So do it by yourself and analyze yourself that what is your role in conserving, in harming, and in setting and encouraging the people for the environment. This is an exercise number 4 on your page number 25 of your student book. This is your home assignment. You have to complete this fill in the blanks by using the words which were given on page number 24 of a survey report. There were 7 words were given in a bold form. Recycle means again to use them, make them reusable things. Conserve, save, unwanted, not desired, reduce, decrease, so on. So you have to use these words for completing this exercise, and this is your home assignment that you have to complete this exercise, which is on page number 25 of your student book. I hope you have understood today's lesson. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.